So you have a brother by the name of Henry Tapia. Now this brother, he's a father of three. He got into a fender bender, with a white supremacist, and it started some road rage. And this white supremacist decided to call him the N-word. The brother was trying to walk away, and the white supremacist ran over him with his truck. Yes, this happened actually in Belmont, Massachusetts. Now, what ended up happening, the brother was pronounced dead at the Massachusetts General Hospital. The white supremacist turned himself in after, he shortly fled the scene. So they definitely had a vigil for the brother out there. And this brother, lost his life for nothing just because you have a hateful white supremacist. The police chief, James McIsaac, said that racism is a much deeper problem. He said he wished he had something prophetic to say. He said, as police chief, he said, I wish I could tell you that arresting a suspect in this case, the problem of racial hatred would disappear from our community. He said, unfortunately, I don't have those words. He said, we all know that one arrest alone won't eliminate these type of crimes. No, it won't. But if they will stop giving an immunity of law to these white supremacists, then they would think a little twice. So this white supremacist was charged with civil rights violation, causing injury, assault, and battery with a dangerous weapon, and leaving the scene of an accident causing injury. They say an attorney entered a not guilty plea for the white supremacist during an arraignment in Cambridge District Court on Wednesday. He's expected back in court, they said, on that Monday. So they said every Thursday since May, people have held a vigil for Black lives in Cushing Square. The town of Belmont is, they say, peppered with signs that hate has no home here. Now they said, but after this week, they said a race-motivated killing of Kim Haley Jackson, a black Belmont resident originally from near Ferguson, Missouri, says she feels less safe in her community. Now, once again, these white supremacists, they're like rabid dogs. You can't turn, how if you turn your back on a rabid dog, they're going to attack you. You cannot turn your back on a white supremacist whatsoever. You can't do that. If they're attacking you, I always told you, it's something they either got a gun, a knife, or something, because they usually don't get that bold with black men like that. Not one-on-one. Now, they're in a group, yeah, they'll get bold with you. But if it's one-on-one, no, you better really look into that. If you see them emboldened to get at you like that. So never take your eyes off of a white supremacist. Never. Because, and always understand, when they calling you the N-word, when they arguing with you, is because they think they got one up on you some way, somehow. So I'm always trying to teach you guys to look at these stories and protect yourself at all times, because we're living always in a war zone as black people. I know some black folks, you want to smoke your weed and drink your Hennessy. I know that's what you like to do, and get buzzed out, because you don't want to understand that you live in a war zone of white supremacy, and it's constantly going on every day, whether you want to smoke your weed and drink your Hennessy on the weekend. Some of you who like to do that. And yes, I'm always going to be hard on you weed smokers and you Hennessy drinkers. I sure am, because Hennessy ain't even owned by black folk, and you making Hennessy just so rich. You the bulk of the customer base. And then that marijuana that you're smoking, you're wasting money, you're wasting time. You could be investing that into the black community, but that's not something you want to do. You just want to get high and get drunk while you got your white supremacists trying to get at you every day. So yeah, I'm going to talk about you. But, we got to watch yourself out here, brothers and sisters. You definitely got to watch yourself. But leave me a comment, everything about the situation in this story. It's utterly sad, but always keep your eyes out and your head on the swivel.